You'll stand your ground, but I am done with the flood. So bring the blood of berserker, of which the lights have never been seen before.
Hello everybody and welcome to Tampa, Florida for Raw's first pay-per-view, Armageddon. And tonight, we have so much in store, as you saw earlier. But tonight, right now, we're going to be kicking it off with some one-on-one action from the Swiss Cyborg and Oney Lorcan. Cesaro and Oney Lorcan have been going at each other for weeks. Cesaro basically started Raw once again by defeating R-Truth. And once he defeated R-Truth, Oney Lorcan came out and attacked R-Truth for the 24/7 championship, which Oney Lorcan was able to pick up. And then, as you saw Cesaro, he tried to lunge at Cesaro and attack him. Cesaro took advantage of that and basically pinned Oney Lorcan for the 24/7 title. But both of these guys, they just have absolute hate for each other. Andrade chose Cesaro as his tag team partner 2 weeks ago, and as Andrade went to go get the tag, Oney Lorcan attacking Cesaro and costing him and Andrade the match, which has led to one of our championship matches tonight, as Dolph Ziggler is going to be taking on Andrade, Cien, Almas for the United Kingdom Championship. And we just have so much in store for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Tommaso and Ciampa going to be taking on Chris Jericho for the Intercontinental Championship. AJ Styles is going to step into the ring with Mark Andrews. The Evolution will be taking on the Usos for the World Tag Team Championships. Shayna Baszler is going to be taking on Rhea Ripley for the Raw Women's Championship. And so much more. And to end the night, we are going to see some triple threat TLC action for the WWE Championship. And here we go, Cesaro and Oney Lorcan immediately coming out of the gate. Oney Lorcan with that clothesline, knocking Cesaro right off of his game. As now Oney Lorcan just coming in with those slaps. Oney Lorcan, comes in with an uppercut. And Oney Lorcan, oh my god! Sending himself to the outside with Cesaro. Oney Lorcan and Cesaro, both of these men do not like each other. And if you saw last night at Guilty as Charged, one hell of a show. And now Cesaro just throwing Oney Lorcan into the WWE Universe. This is not a no disqualification match. This is a straightforward singles match. Both of these men, they don't even care. They don't even care about this match. They just want to lay waste to their opponent at the moment. And here we go. Oney Lorcan comes in with a huge uppercut, knocking Cesaro right out. And Oney Lorcan and Cesaro, they're going to do whatever it takes to put their opponents away here. And Oney Lorcan, we all know that he was drafted to Raw when the rebuttal of Raw became, look at this now, Cesaro moving over, and Cesaro with a half and half suplex. Your shoulders are down. Cesaro could have the win here, but Oney Lorcan gets the shoulders up. We all know that Oney Lorcan is known for his famous half and half suplexes, but Cesaro wanted to give Oney Lorcan a taste of his own medicine. And look at this now, Cesaro lifts up Oney Lorcan. Look at the power. Just lifting him up and sending him down with a butterfly suplex. Beautifully done. And now Cesaro, he has that uppercut. Oh, wait a minute, but Oney Lorcan's going to counter. And Oney Lorcan now with those body shots into the corner. And Cesaro catches him, drops him with a Uranage. Now Cesaro going to slow it down. He's going to slow this down. Just wrenching that neck. Wrenching it around Oney Lorcan's neck. Oney Lorcan and Cesaro have been going at each other ever since the rebuttal. Look at this. Oney Lorcan just grabbing Cesaro by the jaw. And look at, Oney Lorcan with a slap to Cesaro's face. And, try to go for another one, but Cesaro countered that one. As he drops Oney Lorcan with an uppercut. Classic Cesaro, just always going for those uppercuts. And, Cesaro dropping Oney Lorcan down. And Cesaro, right on the top of the head of Oney Lorcan, drops the axe handle. And wait a minute now, what does Cesaro have in mind here? He's got Oney Lorcan, look at the power. Cesaro drops him with a huge gut-wrench suplex. And now Cesaro, he's going to roll Oney Lorcan into the pinfall. Referee in the position. Oney Lorcan could be down here, but Oney Lorcan able to push Cesaro off of him. Cesaro and Oney Lorcan, both of these guys. What the hell? Look at this, Oney Lorcan. Oh! Using all the power that he can, just springs right up. Takes Cesaro down with a huge Hurricane Rana. And now Oney Lorcan, uh-oh, what is this? What a blockbuster off of the second rope. Beautifully delivered from Oney Lorcan. Cesaro could be put away here, but Oney. Cesaro with the kick out. Oney Lorcan's beside himself. He's just thought he had Cesaro put away there. But it's going to take a lot more to put down both of these workhorses. And now Cesaro, what does he have in mind here? Oh! Huge right hand. And now Oney Lorcan, look at this. He's up on Cesaro. Oh! Military press drops him into an uppercut. Beautifully delivered from the Swiss Superman. And uh-oh, the Swiss Superman's gonna go swinging. Cesaro's gonna send Oney Lorcan swinging. Oney Lorcan's just being sent around like a rag doll. Lorcan has nowhere to go. Oney Lorcan and Cesaro, they both got to be dizzy after that one. But wait a minute now. Cesaro sitting on the back of Oney Lorcan's got the Boston Crab locked in. Oney Lorcan's just got to reach. He just has to reach for those ropes. He could have Cesaro out of here. But Oney Lorcan using all of the power that he can muster, sends Cesaro right off of him. And now Oney, throwing Cesaro around. What does he have in mind here? Oney Lorcan drops him on the back of his head with a back suplex. And Oney Lorcan and Cesaro, both of these men, known for their in-ring prowess, known for being, some of the best in-ring performers to ever exist. And wait a minute now, try to go for something big. Cesaro comes in with a forearm, and another. And Cesaro just sends Oney Lorcan into the ropes there. Cesaro drops Oney Lorcan with a stun gun. Cesaro, he's got Oney Lorcan on his tail. He's got him. He could have, huge uppercut delivered. And look at this, German suplex. Oney Lorcan lands on his feet. And comes in with a huge uppercut. Both of these men known for their hard-hitting styles, especially those uppercuts. But now Oney Lorcan and Cesaro, both of these men gonna go for something big. As Cesaro drops Oney Lorcan drops Cesaro face first onto the middle turnbuckle. Oney Lorcan could have Cesaro right where he wants him here. Look at this now. Drops him across the rope. I mean, I have to conserve my energy, ladies and gentlemen. I can't be screaming about all of these moves in the beginning. I gotta save that for later tonight. But this match is just going off the rails already. Both of these, all the matches here tonight are just gonna, be capable of the main event as Cesaro using that huge forearm, knocking Oney Lorcan off of his game. And look at this now, Cesaro, huge snap suplex delivered. The Swiss Superman's always been known for his technical and his technical moveset. Cesaro with a cravate suplex, sending Oney Lorcan halfway across the ring. And now Cesaro telling Oney Lorcan to get up. And wait a minute, Oney Lorcan moves out of the way with a kick. And wait a minute now, Oney lifts him up for a German suplex. Wait a minute now. And, and a ripcord lariat. Beautifully delivered from Oney Lorcan. And wait a minute now, Oney Lorcan, he's got something big here. Oney Lorcan, look at this. Cesaro just powers him over his head. He just powers him over his head. And now Cesaro, he could have Oney Lorcan right where he wants him. Cesaro, he has the sharpshooter locked in. The sharpshooter is locked in on Oney Lorcan. Lorcan could have nowhere to go. Cesaro's got it wrenched in. Lorcan's trying to find a way out here. But wait a minute, Oney Lorcan, look at this, rolls him away. But just kicks him away as Oney Lorcan now, huge slap delivered to the face of Cesaro. And Oney Lorcan, Cesaro sending Oney Lorcan over the top rope. Cesaro, he's got Oney Lorcan in the palm of his hand right now. Cesaro, he's got Oney Lorcan, and look at this. Oney Lorcan with a right hand, and throws Cesaro right into that ring post. Beautifully delivered. Oney Lorcan's just taking advantage. Man. And Oney Lorcan just throwing Cesaro into the apron. He's going to send him back into the ring. It looks like he's going to end this. Oney Lorcan into the corner. He's got something big. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes of Oney Lorcan. Lorcan looks to set up for that running blockbuster with Cesaro. Dropping Oney Lorcan with the very European uppercut. catching in mid-air, and now Cesaro looks to put away Oney Lorcan here. Neutralizer! Holy shit! Cesaro into the pinfall has knocked off Oney Lorcan here tonight. What a match! What a way to kick off Armageddon with both of these men just going all out. Cesaro knocking off Oney Lorcan. Cesaro, the first victory here tonight, and Oney Lorcan is just in a shell. He's just knocked down. I mean, I can't even imagine what it's going to take for the next couple of matches. I mean, if this is what we're going to start out with, imagine what we have in the next in the next hour or so. And Cesaro, as you can see, he's just has Oney Lorcan just thought he had Cesaro in the palm of his hand, but all that met him with was an uppercut directly to the jaw. Well, there you hear it from Triple H. Samoa Joe and Pete Dunne are going to be representing Evolution here tonight for their Tag Team Championship match. Drew McIntyre is going to be keeping a lookout for the AOP and Seth Rollins, as Rollins is going to be competing in the Triple Threat main event here tonight. But the AOP, they're making sure that they're not going to interfere in their match or that match. And there, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be moving on to our next bit of action, as the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, is going to go one-on-one with the young upstart, Mark Andrews. AJ Styles, after Mark Andrews had a very, I guess you could say, a very competitive showing between him and Tommaso Ciampa about 3 weeks ago, and almost defeating Aleister Black about 2 weeks ago, and defeating Tony Nese, AJ Styles was impressed. He basically said, "Hey kid, how about you actually get a win for once? How about you face me at Armageddon?" And that is exactly what AJ Styles is doing here tonight, going to be taking on Mark Andrews. And Mark Andrews is able to secure his first victory here in WWE by defeating Tony Nese on last episode of Raw. AJ Styles, the former WWE champion, lost the WWE title to Aleister Black, believe it or not. And AJ Styles, ever since then, he's been trying to get himself back on the radar, trying to get himself known once again. I don't know who would forget the name AJ Styles, but nonetheless, AJ Styles has a lot on his plate, as he's going to be going one-on-one with, some would say, the lucky upstart, Mark Andrews. Andrews has definitely been impressive in the couple of weeks that he's been on WWE TV. He made his debut against Tommaso Ciampa, nearly picked up the win if it wasn't for Ciampa's low blow, and then almost defeated Aleister Black, but it just wasn't enough for him. I would say 2 near victories with 2 champions on the brand. I would say that's pretty impressive. But AJ Styles says, "You're not impressive until you face me." And Mark Andrews, basically, he's up for a challenge. He's been competing the last couple of weeks. So Mark Andrews knows what he's getting himself into. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot more in store for you here tonight. Dolph Ziggler going to be taking on Andrade for the United Kingdom Championship. Tommaso Ciampa taking on Chris Jericho for the Intercontinental Championship. Like I said earlier, Evolution, the Usos, the World Tag Team Championship. Rhea Ripley and Shayna Baszler, the Raw Women's Championship. And then the main event, Seth Rollins, Ricochet, and Aleister Black in a triple threat TLC match for the WWE Championship. And that's going to main event this evening. And look at this now, Mark Andrews. Oh, look at that. Just a disrespectful slap to the face of AJ Styles. And oh, AJ didn't take that too lightly, just throwing Mark Andrews down and just kicks him right in his back. Here we go now. Oh, AJ Styles drops down into a leapfrog. And oh, what the hell? Oh, well scouted by Mark Andrews. AJ Styles tried to go for a drop kick. Oh, tried to go for a drop kick. Mark Andrews just catching the leg, splashing him down. And what the hell is this now? Mark Andrews lifts up AJ. Oh, truth and consequences, beautifully delivered. And now Mark Andrews into the pinfall. He could have AJ Styles put away, but Mark Andrews not going to put AJ Styles away there that quickly. And now AJ's just looking Mark Andrews in the face. Oh, wait a minute. AJ, look at this. He could be going for a huge power bomb, just dropping Mark Andrews on his back. AJ Styles is looking Mark Andrews in the eyes as AJ drops Mark Andrews with a DDT. AJ Styles and Mark Andrews, both of these men, very well known for their in-ring prowess. AJ Styles, known for being in Japan. Oh! Holding his craft in Japan. Mark Andrews around the European circuit. But now, look at this. Mark Andrews just looking AJ Styles right in the face. And now, Mark Andrews, look at this, throwing AJ off of the ropes. And then, oh! Catches him with a crossbody. AJ Styles just gets flattened like a pancake from the cruiserweight Mark Andrews. Oh, and there's a right hand delivered. And that's a hard enziguri that just got delivered to AJ Styles' right side of his head. And now Mark Andrews just looking. AJ, look at this. Drops him over with a Northern Lights suplex. AJ Styles' shoulders are down, but AJ able to roll out of it. Mark Andrews, he's definitely showing AJ Styles that he's not one to play around with. Oh! And drops AJ Styles with a senton bomb. I mean, Mark Andrews, what has not been said about this kid already? I mean, the kid's definitely got some spunk. He's definitely got ways of being a world champion someday. As Mark Andrews lands on his feet and dropping AJ Styles. What does he have in mind here? Another truth and consequences. AJ Styles just got dropped. I mean, Mark Andrews utilizes that stun dog millionaire to his advantage. And I wouldn't... Oh! Mark Andrews looked like he was going to go for something, but AJ was not that stunned as he just taking advantage of the arm. Look at this, just wrenching around the arm and... Oh, man. Twisting it right around. AJ Styles, Mark Andrews, both of these guys know what it's like to be in the middle of that ring. And look at this now, Mark Andrews, look at this, catches himself, just like how AJ Styles would do, drops him with a moonsault into a reverse DDT. Both of these men have studied each other very well. I mean, both of them, you got to think they have to be studying each other well. It's an opponent for a pay-per-view. And I mean, oh, as the stakes may not be as high as some of the other matches earlier or later tonight, they definitely just don't want to lose. And look at this now, AJ Styles, he's going to go for Oshi-Goroshi, but Mark Andrews lands on his feet. And look at this now, Andrews, what the hell is this? Man, Mark Andrews into the Stun Dog Millionaire, beautifully delivered. And now look at this, referee in a position. AJ Styles could be put away, but AJ gets the shoulder up. Well scouted by Mark Andrews, able to take down AJ Styles into the Stun Dog Millionaire. And we've seen him use that move on several occasions. Look at this now, Mark Andrews into the corner. Tried to go for the double knees, but AJ Styles moves out of the way. AJ Styles lifts up Mark Andrews, drops him down. Beautifully delivered. And wait a minute, Mark Andrews just kips right up and drops AJ Styles with a Hurricane Rana. Good Lord, both of these men, well scouted, just know their way around a ring. And it looks like AJ Styles just gets sent out. And Mark Andrews definitely knows his way around a ring. But it looks like he's gonna fly. Mark Andrews with the Tope con Giro, knocking AJ Styles on the outside. And Mark Andrews, Mark Andrews and AJ Styles, both of these guys know how to put on one hell of an entertaining match. But now Andrews, he's got AJ Styles. He's got AJ Styles in the palm of his hand as Andrews going to the top. But oh, AJ counters, catches him midair, and drops him down for a cutter. Popping Mark Andrews up and drops him for a cutter. Shoulders are down. Andrews could be put away, but Mark Andrews gets the shoulder up. AJ Styles and Mark Andrews, both of these guys just throwing caution to the wind. This is just full-on competitive. And I don't know what the hell Mark Andrews tried to go for there, but AJ Styles countered, dropped the knee right on the head of Mark Andrews. And wait a minute, AJ Styles with the Ochi-Gorochi. AJ Styles with the Oshi-Goroshi drops Mark Andrews down in the middle of the ring. And now AJ's gonna go to the top for a huge frog splash. And now into the pinfall. Mark Andrews could be put away here. But no! Wait. Oh, AJ Styles says, I'm not finished. I'm not finished with you. And AJ Styles is definitely not happy about these young upstarts trying to come in and take it over on WWE. And AJ Styles just comes in with that signature moonsault DDT that we all know him for. And wait a minute, AJ Styles could have Mark Andrews right where he wants him. AJ Styles off of the top, phenomenal forearm. Mark Andrews moves out of the way. Mark Andrews moves out of the way. And Mark Andrews, look at this, lifts up AJ, drops him for a Hurricane Rana. And tried to go for a huge flipping senton, but AJ Styles moves out of the way. And AJ, he's got Mark right where he wants him and drops him for a reverse DDT. AJ Styles and Mark Andrews, I mean, nothing is even at stake here. They just don't want to lose. And wait a minute now. Mark Andrews just powers AJ Styles over his head. AJ, wait a minute. AJ just catches Mark Andrews right in the head and drops him for a blockbuster from the top. Off the springboard, off of the top, whatever the hell he came off of. And now AJ Styles, wait a minute, what does he have in mind here? Wait, AJ Styles looking under the ring. I don't know what he tried to do there. But wait a minute now, AJ Styles, he's on the outside, waiting for Mark Andrews. And now AJ, he's going to go to the top rope. What does he have in mind? AJ Styles with a huge Hurricane Rana. He could have Mark Andrews. But Mark Andrews quickly able to power AJ Styles over his head and able to throw him right off and goes for a spinning back fist. But Mark Andrews tried to go right at him. And now AJ Styles looking Mark Andrews right in the face as AJ Styles rolls up Mark Andrews into the calf crusher. The calf crusher is locked in. Mark Andrews, he's trying to find a way out. He's struggling to stay in. The pain that he must be suffering right now. He may not have anything left. But Mark Andrews with that elbow to the back of AJ Styles. And look at this now. AJ trying to go for something big. But Mark Andrews counters again with the Stun Dog Millionaire. Just counters the Stun Dog Millionaire. And look at this now, rolling AJ Styles up. He could have him down. AJ Styles could be put away, but AJ Styles able to get his shoulder up. Mark Andrews just looking down at the lifeless body of AJ Styles. But AJ comes in with an elbow and drops him with a drop kick. And wait a minute now, AJ Styles is looking Mark Andrews right in the face. He's powering Mark Andrews up. Oh, wait a minute, this may not be good. AJ dropping Mark Andrews with another power bomb. And wait a minute now, AJ Styles, he's gonna go to the top rope. But wait a minute, Mark Andrews counters. Mark Andrews kicked right up to his feet and delivers an enziguri. And a right hand to AJ Styles. What the hell does Mark Andrews have in mind here? He's got AJ Styles on the top for a huge Spanish fly. Huge Spanish fly, dropping AJ Styles down. And wait a minute, what in the hell does Mark Andrews have in mind here? Top rope, AJ Styles is in the drop zone, shooting star press. Mark Andrews could have AJ Styles put away here. Mark Andrews with the huge win. Mark Andrews with such an impressive victory. Both of these guys just delivered so much. I mean, Mark Andrews with possibly one of the biggest upsets in Raw history. Look at this now. AJ Styles Andrews lands on his feet, drops him with the Truth and Consequences. And then look at this. Just this beautifully delivered with the Spanish fly. Look at that. Dropped him right down. And if we thought he wasn't finished before, the beautiful shooting star press from Mark Andrews. But AJ Styles has been put away, and Mark Andrews just has so much more momentum than he already had. I mean, he's defeated Tony Nese, almost defeated 2 heavyweight champions, and has now knocked off AJ Styles. And Raw General Manager Drake Maverick. Well, that's Ricochet. Drake Maverick basically warning Ricochet, telling him, you need to know what you're in for. I mean, it's a TLC triple threat match. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be moving to one of the most hyped matches on this card. Matt Riddle, the King of Bros, is going to be making his Raw pay-per-view debut. And he is going to be taking on the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. And there he is, the King of Bros, coming off of a huge victory against Christian in his debut match. As soon as he won that match, Shinsuke Nakamura chose Matt Riddle to be his opponent here tonight. And you gotta think, Matt Riddle and Shinsuke Nakamura, this is just gonna be full of hard-hitting bouts, hard-hitting shots, technical wrestling ability, submissions, pushing each other to their breaking point. And Matt Riddle, I mean, what can already be said about Matt Riddle? This man, former UFC heavyweight champion, Matt Riddle, is such an amazing competitor. But is he going to be enough to take down the King of Strong Style here tonight? And Matt Riddle, you can just see him pacing around in the ring as Shinsuke Nakamura's music hits. And there he is, the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. I mean, Shinsuke, always been on SmackDown ever since the series began. And after we were alerted that he was the big signee that Drake Maverick signed to Monday Night Raw, we were ecstatic, especially to know who he was going to be facing here tonight at Armageddon. And do I doubt Shinsuke Nakamura? Do I doubt Matt Riddle? I don't doubt anybody. I just know that there's got to be a winner here tonight. There has to be a winner to this match. I mean, Matt Riddle and Shinsuke Nakamura, they have shown nothing but respect for each other ever since Shinsuke Nakamura told him that he wanted to face him. I mean, they haven't attacked each other. They haven't. I mean, definitely some back and forth to each other. You know, over social media, over press conferences, interviews. But nonetheless, Shinsuke Nakamura and Matt Riddle, both of these guys are just going to lay waste to each other here tonight. They're just going to use as much as they can. And here we go. Matt Riddle, he's ready to take down the King of Strong Style. And here we go. Shinsuke Nakamura and Matt Riddle sizing each other up quickly. And Matt Riddle, look at this, immediately. Matt Riddle and Shinsuke right out of the gate already trying to start up with the collar and elbow. And wait a minute, uh-oh. Shinsuke Nakamura, he's backed up into the corner of the referee trying to break him down. Oh, and look at this. Oh, Shinsuke Nakamura. We all know the style and swagger that Shinsuke Nakamura possesses. And here we go now. Oh, and once again, Shinsuke Nakamura backing Matt Riddle up into that corner. Like I said, this is going to be a slow, calculated, and hard-hitting bout. Oh! Matt Riddle just fires away with a right hand. And wait a minute now. Oh, and look at this, already back into a collar and elbow tie-up. Shinsuke Nakamura and Matt Riddle, rather. Both of these guys, they're just... Like I said, these guys are just known for their technical ability. And they're known for their hard-hitting shots. So, this match is going to be full of that. And look at this now, Shinsuke Nakamura throwing the legs off. And now he's just wrenching into the head. These men, this is almost a dream match in my opinion. I can almost say that this is a match that a lot of people would have wanted to see. And Matt Riddle now, look at this, wrenching the head of Shinsuke Nakamura. And look at this, pushing the elbow behind him. And look at this, Riddle just delivering those knees to the midsection and just drops Shinsuke Nakamura out. And here we go now, Matt Riddle grabbing the head. Shinsuke rolls over. And look at that now, Shinsuke just saying, throw a shot. And now Matt Riddle's going to throw several. But Shinsuke Nakamura lands one. Uh-oh. And wait a minute. Matt Riddle catches the leg, drops him with an exploder suplex. Good Lord. Matt Riddle and Shinsuke Nakamura, it was slow and calculated. But immediately, out of the gate, we're just We're just going away with these hard strikes as Shinsuke counters that roundhouse kick, and Shinsuke Nakamura drops Matt Riddle with the Ochi-Goroshi. And Shinsuke Nakamura and Matt Riddle, both of these guys, they're not gonna they are not gonna give way. Oh, Shinsuke tried to kick Matt Riddle right in the head, but Riddle just throws away the leg. Oh, and there's a chop. And now Matt Riddle tried to go for a roundhouse, but Shinsuke comes in with a huge elbow. And now Shinsuke Nakamura, look at this, lifts up Matt Riddle, drops him for a reverse DDT. Matt Riddle lands right on his head. And now Matt Riddle trying to get himself back into the corner. Shinsuke Nakamura using all that he can as, Matt Riddle counters. And now he's delivering those kicks to the sternum in the midsection. And Matt Riddle drops Shinsuke Nakamura right on his head with a half and half suplex. And Matt Riddle now has Shinsuke Nakamura down, but Shinsuke with the kick out. And Shinsuke, look at this, he got right up to his feet, just looking Matt Riddle in the eyes. Oh, double palm strike to Matt Riddle as, Shinsuke fires away with that right hand. And now look at this, Matt Riddle and Shinsuke firing back at each other. And Matt Riddle comes in with a flying knee to the face of Shinsuke Nakamura. But both of these guys, they just don't care. And look at this now. Whoa. Matt Riddle, drops him for a huge gut wrench suplex. And now Matt Riddle, look at this, powering Shinsuke Nakamura up and drops him for another one. Beautifully delivered from Matt Riddle. As you all know, the King of Bros and the King of Strong Style. This is a battle of royalty. And look at this now, Matt Riddle going for a German suplex, dropping Shinsuke Nakamura right on his head. I mean, Shinsuke Nakamura known for his strong style, and Matt Riddle known for his UFC ability. As Shinsuke Nakamura comes in with a flying heel kick, and now Shinsuke Nakamura goes into the pinfall. And as you can see, Matt Riddle gets his foot on the rope. The referee notices Shinsuke Nakamura has to break up the pin. And Shinsuke Nakamura and Matt Riddle, both of these guys, they know how to keep each other on their toes. And now Matt Riddle's trying to crawl away, but you should probably watch out as Shinsuke drops the knee. Drops the knee across the back of the head of Matt Riddle. And now Shinsuke Nakamura, you can just see now, Shinsuke Nakamura and Matt Riddle, both of these guys, like I said, they aren't going to give back. They're going to use as much as they can to knock each other out. And look at this now, Matt Riddle comes in with a huge right hand. And look at this, using those right hands, using all that he can. And now he's just trapping Shinsuke Nakamura into the corner. And Matt Riddle dropping Shinsuke with a German suplex. The arch on that. Matt Riddle was able to knock down Shinsuke in such an amazing time. And now Matt Riddle powering Shinsuke up to his feet, trying to go for a flying knee. And wait a minute now, Shinsuke drops Matt Riddle with an inverted power slam. Face first goes the King of Bros. And now Shinsuke Nakamura, he's able to counter out of it. And now he's just delivering as much as he can. And he's going to slow this down, targeting that arm. And now look at this, Matt Riddle, he's trying to find a way out of this. Matt Riddle able to roll out of it. Matt Riddle, huge elbow. And wait a minute, Matt Riddle tried to throw a knee, but Shinsuke comes in with a right, and he throws a kick. And Shinsuke tried to throw a right, but Matt Riddle comes in with a kick. Both of these guys just know how to counter each other's repertoire so well. As Shinsuke Nakamura drops Matt Riddle with the Yakuza kick. And right on the top of the head. And now Shinsuke Nakamura, look at this, he's going to the top rope. What does he have in mind here? Matt Riddle just rolled to the outside. Shinsuke Nakamura, huge flying thrust kick from the top. Lands on his feet, knocking Matt Riddle down. And now Shinsuke Nakamura just directing Matt Riddle's face into that ring post. Shinsuke Nakamura and Matt Riddle, both of these guys know how to give their opponent run for their money. As Shinsuke Nakamura tells Matt Riddle to get up to his feet. And now Shinsuke Nakamura, Matt Riddle catches Shinsuke with a spear. Matt Riddle, he caught Shinsuke midair with the spear. Shoulders are down, but Shinsuke able to get the shoulder up. Shinsuke gets the shoulder up. I cannot believe that. Matt Riddle just caught Shinsuke with the elbow, with the spear rather. And now Shinsuke, you gotta think that took a lot out of him, but he's just still going at it. and Shinsuke tried to kick him in the gut, but Matt Riddle catches him, drops him for an exploder suplex, sending him across the ring, and Shinsuke Nakamura is going to recuperate on the outside. Shinsuke Nakamura, what does he have in mind here? Matt Riddle is just looking at Shinsuke right in the eyes, and wait a minute, what is Shinsuke doing? Shinsuke going under the ropes. Look at this, Shinsuke's got a kendo stick. No, don't do, oh, wait a minute, look at this now, the referee fumbling the kendo stick away from Shinsuke Nakamura, and that's going to allow Matt Riddle to pick up Shinsuke, drops him for the GTS, and the German. Bro to sleep into the German. Shinsuke could be put away, but Shinsuke kicks right out. The bro to sleep into the German. We saw him use that against Christian, and oh! Matt Riddle tried to go for a clothesline. Shinsuke Nakamura, he just moves out of the way. Just nonchalantly just sends Matt Riddle to the outside. I cannot believe that both of these men are just taking their sweet ass time and just trying to do as much as they can to take down their opponent. And they're just wearing him down. Shinsuke Nakamura telling Matt Riddle to get up to his feet and drops him with a drop kick. God, Matt Riddle was getting up to his feet. Shinsuke just with the double legs. The feet just being just grinded against the face of the King of Bros. Now, wait a minute now. Shinsuke telling Matt Riddle to get up to his feet. Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell does he have in mind here? Drops Matt Riddle with a Samoan driver. Beautifully delivered from Shinsuke. And wait a minute now. Uh-oh. What does Shinsuke Nakamura have in mind? It looked like he was going to go for landslide probably. But Matt Riddle, he's able to roll out of it with those elbows that we know him so well for. And Matt Riddle, look at this. Rolling Shinsuke Nakamura down. Now he's just using that working hold on him. Able to get Shinsuke off of his feet. But Shinsuke gets right back up. And now he's just using those elbows to the sternum. Shinsuke Nakamura is getting back into this match. And Shinsuke fires away with a chop. And another one. And Shinsuke with a roundhouse kick. Oh, Matt Riddle moved out of the way. And Shinsuke just ate Matt Riddle's knee. And wait a minute now, what does Matt Riddle have in mind here? Just rolling Shinsuke Nakamura in the middle of the ring. Matt Riddle drops him down for a powerbomb. And we see this into the final flash. Into the final flash, Shinsuke Nakamura just got sent. And now Matt Riddle with a huge roundhouse kick. And wait a minute, Matt Riddle now just using those elbows. And wait a minute, the Bro Mission. Matt Riddle with the Bro Mission. Bro Mission. The Bro Mission is locked in. Shinsuke Nakamura, he could be put away here. Matt Riddle, he may have Shinsuke. But Shinsuke rolling the arm out and delivering those right hand. Delivering those right hands to the face of Matt Riddle. Shinsuke Nakamura, he's got Matt Riddle right where he wants him. And now Shinsuke Nakamura, uh-oh, what does he have in mind here? Powering Matt Riddle up to the top rope. And, oh! Huge knee to the gut of Matt Riddle. Shinsuke Nakamura is just ending Matt Riddle right here. And, oh, but Matt Riddle throws it away and comes in with that chop. And look at this now, delivering those right hands. Matt Riddle, oh, look at this. Matt Riddle using those strikes to his advantage. Dropping Shinsuke with a roundhouse to finish it off. And here we go now, Matt Riddle sending Shinsuke Nakamura off of the ropes. And look at this, catches him by the hair. What does he have in mind here? Matt Riddle, oh, look at this, he's just teasing Shinsuke Nakamura, just rolling him around like he's nothing. And look at this now, Matt Riddle lifts him up, Tombstone pile driver. Matt Riddle could have Shinsuke put away here. Shinsuke, no! Shinsuke Nakamura able to get the shoulder up. Matt Riddle just using that tombstone pile driver to his advantage. But Shinsuke Nakamura, he's taken a lot more than he already has. As now Matt Riddle sends Shinsuke into the corner. But wait, Shinsuke rolls him off. And now Shinsuke powers Matt Riddle into the corner. What the hell is this? Oh, throws him away. What the hell does Shinsuke have in mind here? Look at that! Shinsuke just sliding out of the ring. Drops him with a German suplex. Innovative move there from Shinsuke Nakamura. And now Shinsuke, top rope, drops Matt Riddle with an elbow drop. Matt Riddle, he could be put away here. Riddle, he has to kick out, and he does. Matt Riddle able to get the kick out, but Shinsuke Nakamura still on top of it. Spoke too soon, as Matt Riddle now using those strikes. Matt Riddle, what does he have in mind here? Uh-oh, look at this, off the ropes for a beautiful disaster kick. And now Matt Riddle, he's going to go right into the pinfall. Shoulders are down. Oh, and Shinsuke able to get the kick out. I mean, that beautiful disaster kick may have knocked a few teeth out of Shinsuke Nakamura, but definitely Matt Riddle and Shinsuke have a lot in common than we think. As Matt Riddle now going to the top rope. What the hell do you have in mind here? Look at that! Huge corkscrew senton! But Shinsuke got the knees up, I think. Yeah, he got the knees up. And wait a minute now. Shinsuke Nakamura has Matt Riddle. Kinshasa! Kinshasa! 1, 2, 3, no! Matt Riddle able to get the shoulder up. Matt Riddle kicked out of the Kinshasa. Matt Riddle kicks out of the Kinshasa, and Shinsuke Nakamura is not happy. Look at this. Just, oh, God. And now Shinsuke Nakamura, a third one. Good Lord. Shinsuke Nakamura, even after the Kinshasa, just still continues to deliver hard knee strikes to the nose and the head of Matt Riddle. And as you can see, Matt Riddle, he's still in this match. I think he may have got his nose busted open from Shinsuke Nakamura's knee attacks. Well, he's definitely opened up somewhere. And now Matt Riddle, look at this, throwing Shinsuke off. But Shinsuke catches himself, throws the elbow, but Matt Riddle moves out of the way. Matt Riddle throws Shinsuke Nakamura right over the ropes. And wait a minute, oh! Shinsuke Nakamura, look at this, using the elbow to his advantage. And now he's going to go to the top rope. What in the hell does he have in mind here? Telling Matt Riddle he's done for. Look at this, Shinsuke Nakamura just teasing the crowd. And wait a minute now, Matt Riddle, oh! Matt Riddle with a chop. Matt Riddle delivers a chop. And now Shinsuke Nakamura, oh! He just got caught with a right hand. And now Matt Riddle, he's got something in mind here. Oh, wait a minute, Shinsuke countering. What the hell does he have in mind here? Dropping him with a gourd buster from the top rope. Dropping him with a gourd buster from the top rope. Matt Riddle just ate shit on the canvas. And now Shinsuke Nakamura, top rope, huge beauty shot off of the top rope, knocking Matt Riddle right down. Shinsuke Nakamura, as you can see there, Matt Riddle's nose may have been busted open or even broken from Shinsuke Nakamura's huge knee strikes that he's been delivering. As now Shinsuke powering Matt Riddle up to his feet, trying to go for the Kinshasa once again, but Matt Riddle throws away the leg, and now he's attacking Shinsuke's leg. But oh, Shinsuke fires away with a right hand. And look at this now, Shinsuke rolling him into a cross-arm bar. Matt Riddle, he could be put away here. Shinsuke's got it locked in hard. Shinsuke's got it locked in, but Matt Riddle able to counter right out of it. The man was in UFC. He knows how to knock down an opponent. And Matt Riddle with the senton didn't get enough of it, but definitely took down Shinsuke Nakamura in the long run. As now Shinsuke Nakamura trying to go for something big, but Matt Riddle delivers a kick directly to the sternum. Matt Riddle just grabs Shinsuke Nakamura by the hair. Grabbing him by the hair. What does he have in mind? Pulling him right over. Shinsuke lands on his feet. And now Shinsuke Nakamura, top rope, drops him with a huge knee strike from the second rope. Shinsuke Nakamura using all of he can to his advantage. He just knocked down Matt Riddle. And now Shinsuke, wait a minute, Shinsuke powering Matt Riddle to the top rope. As we all know, the top rope is never good for either man. You can either crash and burn, or you can end up doing what Shinsuke Nakamura is doing here. Shinsuke Nakamura, Falcon Arrow from the top rope. Shinsuke Nakamura, Falcon Arrow, and Shinsuke Kinshasa. Shinsuke with the Kinshasa. Matt Riddle has been put away. What a phenomenal match from Shinsuke Nakamura and Matt Riddle. Look at this. Just the tenacity and the aggressive nature of both of these men. Look at that. Boom! Matt Riddle just catching him, throwing him right into the ropes, into the turnbuckle. And look at this now. Matt Riddle, just landing right on Shinsuke's knees. And that led to this, the first Kinshasa of the match. Shinsuke, look at that, just boom! Knocking Matt Riddle down with the Kinshasa, and it nearly put him away here. As you can see, boom, the referee almost hit the ropes, or almost hit the mat for the 3, and Shinsuke with the Falcon Arrow, dropping Matt Riddle in the middle of the ring. And then as you can see, Shinsuke had to put the final nail in the coffin with another Kinshasa. What an amazing match from two of Raw's best. Shinsuke Nakamura has bested the King of Bros, and the King of Strong Style takes the crown as the one true king. And Shinsuke is ready to take on all challengers. And ladies and gentlemen, later on Monday Night Raw, tomorrow night, you will see Baron Corbin making his return. Also, Drake Maverick is set to have a huge announcement that will, basically, he says, will incorporate the landscape of WWE forever. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be moving on to our first championship match here tonight, as the tag team championships are up for grabs, as the Usos are going to be challenging Evolution, Samoa Joe, and Pete Dunne for the World Tag Team Championships here tonight. And there they are as John Cena led the attack on the Evolution a couple of weeks ago. The nail was already set in the coffin as the Usos prepared to take on the Evolution. And with a bunch of other teams who want to take that away from Evolution, the Usos were up next in line. And that's what Triple H meant by Drew McIntyre making sure that the AOP were not going to arrive to this arena. I mean, there you can see the Usos just readying and preparing for their match. The Usos they have not been seen as of late. So when they returned with John Cena, we were surprised. We did not even expect to see. We didn't expect to see him. I mean, especially John Cena. John Cena disappeared after his match at No Mercy with AJ Styles and Aleister Black for the WWE Championship. But right now, we're going to be moving to the Tag Team Championships. There's one half of the Tag Team Champions one of the World Tag Team Champions, Samoa Joe. And Samoa Joe was one of the surprising Evolution members that nobody expected, as Samoa Joe was suffering from a acute head injury that he suffered at the hands of Braun Strowman back at SummerSlam, where he lost his World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, Pete Dunne and Drew McIntyre came out with Triple H, and that was also a surprising feat as well, considering Drew McIntyre won the United Kingdom Championship from Pete Dunne, and they were still able to tag team. They were still able to tag up, and they were a unit. They were a mutual tag team, and we were surprised by that. But here comes the man known as the Bruiserweight. There he is, the other half of the World Tag Team Champions, Pete Dunne. And like we saw earlier, Triple H and Drew McIntyre. Triple H watching backstage. Drew McIntyre waiting in that parking lot, making sure that AOP is not going to show up and ruin this match. And John Cena, possibly, he's got to be watching this match, cheering on the Usos. I mean, the World Tag Team Championships were something that the Usos have not held on to. I mean, they've held those championships before, the World Tag Team Championships. And there you see it, Pete Dunne, just with that World Tag Team Championship in his hand, well, in his mouth rather. But there you go, you can see the Usos just giving each other a little bit of a pep talk before this match begins. And I don't even know what the strategy could be for this. I mean, Pete Dunne and Samoa Joe, they have some of the best tag team work we've seen in a while. But the Usos are family. They are brothers. They are also one of the best tag teams in WWE at this moment. And there you can see as the Usos just staring down. And there's John Cena backstage. Like I told you, he is watching on. He's watching this match, making sure that his boys are alright. I mean, John Cena just taking a mentorship of the Usos. The Usos do not want to disappoint John Cena here tonight. And there you can see as Pete Dunne and Samoa Joe just hold those titles close to them, and with the matching colors as well. And you cannot forget those armbands to signify Evolution. And there you go, just not even any kind of any kind of fanfare. They're just ready to defend their titles and leave. They don't even care about this match. I'm pretty sure that they don't. They don't care about the Usos. They don't even want them to have this tag team championship match. But like I said, this is a Raw pay-per-view. They have to defend their title somehow. And here we go, Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe is going to start out. And here we go, Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe and Jey Uso are going to start out this match as Jey Uso pushing Samoa Joe into the ropes. Oh! And Jey Uso with a cheap shot right to the nose of Samoa Joe. And look at this now. Jey just telling Samoa Joe to come at me. And now Samoa Joe throwing those fastball right hands. But Uso counters. Uso counters with that huge fire hit. And now Uso, look at this. Jey Uso sending Samoa Joe off the ropes and trying to go for an elbow. But Samoa Joe comes in with an uppercut. Samoa Joe comes in with an uppercut and drops Jey Uso in the middle of the ring. Samoa Joe lifts up Jey Uso, drops him for a lifting cutter. Beautifully delivered. And Pete Dunne, as you can see him just watching on the side. And look at this now. Uh-oh. Wait, Samoa Joe, what does he have in mind here? Jey Uso, look at this. He's countering out. He's countering right out. And, oh, comes in with a huge twisting elbow. I mean, I don't even know what to call that, but you know what I mean. Both of these men are innovators. Oh! And Jey Uso just comes in with a huge headbutt. I mean, Jey Uso, the Usos, they've been known for their tag team ability, and we're about to see that here. As look at this now, Jey Uso, look at this, locking Samoa Joe into the Tequila Sunrise. What the hell does Jimmy have in mind here? And oh, huge splash onto that leg of Samoa Joe. God, they just definitely want to brutalize their opponents here tonight. I mean, the Usos are just laying waste to Samoa Joe at this moment. Oh. See, like I said, they're targeting the leg. They're trying to take down the foundation of the big man. I mean, oh, look at this. Uso tried to go for a huge super kick. Jimmy Uso gets dropped with a back suplex. And oh, wait a minute now. Samoa Joe running off the ropes, drops him for a senton. Samoa Joe and Pete Dunne won those championships at Survivor Series just a month ago from Cassius Ohno. And we haven't seen Cassius Ohno since. And look at this now, Pete Dunne. Look at this, drops him down, drops him for atomic drop. Drops him for the atomic drop and just a big boot directly to the nose. But wait a minute now. Oh, what the hell? Oh, come on. Oh, God, just look at the ferocious nature of Pete Dunne. As look at this now, he lifts up that arm and just bends it back. Look at that, just joint manipulation from Pete Dunne. As he drops the knees on the back. Of Jimmy Uso. Pete Dunne. When it comes to Pete Dunne, he's known for, he's called the Bruiserweight. The man knows how to fight. And wait a minute now, what the hell does he have in mind here? Pete Dunne. Oh! Huge exploder suplex right into the corner, dropping Jimmy Uso right on his head. And look at this now. Oh, look at this. Pete Dunne just getting in the way of the tag, and Pete Dunne dropping Jey Uso with a DDT in the middle of the ring. As now Pete Dunne, he only has one Uso to deal with. Oh, trying to go for an enziguri, but Jimmy moved right out of the way. Oh, comes in, look at this, catches him, drops him for a gut buster. And now Pete Dunne, uh-oh, Samoa Joe. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Samoa Joe looks on. He thought he may have needed to come in and help his buddy as Uso tried to go for a Samoan drop, but Dunne's on the case here. Oh, wait a minute. What does he have in mind here? Pete Dunne lifts him up. X-Plex! Beautifully done. The X-Plex is delivered to Jimmy Uso. Shoulders are down, but Uso gets the kick out. Pete Dunne's X-Plex. Pete Dunne delivering the X-Plex. Nearly put Jimmy Uso away here, and now he throws Jimmy Uso into his corner. And there's the tag in to Samoa Joe. As Pete Dunne, look at this, drops him for a... drops him into a drop toe hold and drops the elbow. And there you can see there's John Cena once again, just watching this match on, just watching his boys try to stay in this match, try to pick up the championships for him. And wait a minute now, Samoa Joe rolling him down. Oh! And wait a minute. Oh! Drops him with a chop to the back of the head and delivers that kick to send it off. And now Samoa Joe dropping him with the knee. Samoa Joe and Pete Dunne Like I said, they're known for their hard-hitting abilities. And now Joe once again goes for it. These men are known for their hard-hitting capabilities. And there's a tag into Jey Uso. Jey Uso gets the tag. And look at this, spinning elbow, dropping Samoa Joe. And a flying forearm. And now, and a huge kick. Huge super kick from Jey Uso. Dropping him down. And Jey Uso knocking Pete Dunne out of the equation. Knocking him out of the equation. So now it's just Jey Uso and Samoa Joe. As Jey Uso drops Samoa Joe with a super kick. Drops him down with a super kick. And a huge Coco butt. Famously used by legend Bobo Brazil. I mean, both of these men, both of the Usos, trained in the art of wrestling. And look at this now. Jey Uso, into the Tequila Sunrise, has Samoa Joe right where he wants him. And Joe, he's trying to struggle to stay in. Just look at the power on display. Oh, man. Just no remorse. Just boots directly to the nose of Jey Uso. And there's a third one for good measure. But now Samoa Joe, throws him down. Chop. And a kick. And now Samoa Joe, you can see Pete Dunne on the side there celebrating that he's got this in the bag. And Samoa Joe drops him with a German suplex. And he's going to go right into the Chimera. Into the Dragon suplex. He's going to go for the trifecta in the form of the Chimera plex. Shoulders are down. He could have it here, but no. Kick out from Jey Uso. Samoa Joe and Pete Dunne. Look at this. Joe and Dunne have just been tagging in and out, making sure that their opponents are not going to get the one-up on them. Beautiful double team there from Evolution. As now Pete Dunne, as Pete Dunne's going to go after Jey Uso. Try to go for an enziguri, but Uso moves out of the way and delivers that Coco butt once again to Pete Dunne. And a huge chop. As now Jey Uso comes in with a spinning elbow. And Joe comes in with a huge right hand to the face of Jey Uso. And wait a minute now. Pete Dunne rolls him up. Pete Dunne had Jey Uso rolled up in a schoolboy position. But I don't think the referee was paying attention. I think he was distracted by Samoa Joe. And now he's calling for the referee. And look at this. Attacking the knee of Pete Dunne. But I don't even think he noticed that Samoa Joe tagged in. And look at this now. Pete Dunne. Look at this. Huge vertical suplex powerbomb delivered. And wait a minute now. Look behind you, Joe. Joe, look behind you. Jey Uso, top rope with the tomahawk chop. Huge tomahawk chop delivered from Jey Uso. And now Jey Uso, look at this, has Samoa Joe dropped with the Uso splash. Drops him down for the Uso splash. Both of the men are down. Jey Uso trying to struggle to get back up to his feet. Samoa Joe just got took out by the Uso splash. And wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. Jey Uso, top rope. Look at this. Uso splash. But no, Samoa Joe gets the knees up and comes in for a huge shining wizard. What the hell? It's John Cena. Who the hell is that? It looks like they... what the hell? Who the hell just attacked John Cena backstage? Who the hell was that? And wait a minute now. Samoa Joe, Muscle Buster. Muscle Buster delivered. And now Pete Dunne, look at this. He just got tagged in by Samoa Joe. And huge elbow. And this is the precursor to the bitter end. Shoulders are down. Pete Dunne and Samoa Joe pick up the win. And the Usos have been put away. Just so much that I was confused by. I mean, I was into this match, but then what the hell? Who attacked John Cena backstage? I mean, all I could see was that the man was wearing knee pads and he was wearing elbow pads. So he was definitely a wrestler. And look at this now. Look at that. Look at the distance that was covered. And just the precursor to the bitter end. And that was what ended this match. As now Pete Dunne and Samoa Joe, both of these men are celebrating in the middle of the ring. Celebrating their title victory as they should. And now Pete Dunne and Samoa Joe are still the champions, and Evolution is still running strong. Evolution held those titles before, and they are still going to hold on to them no matter what. And it looks like the AOP may not have came backstage and attacked Drew McIntyre. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you check out EMW Mayhem every single week. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are going to be moving on to the Intercontinental Championship match. The Judas of WWE, Chris Jericho, is going to be taking on the Intercontinental Champion, Tommaso Ciampa. And Tommaso Ciampa, he has held the Intercontinental Championship ever since the night after SummerSlam. Two-time Intercontinental Champion. But Chris Jericho basically said, "Oh, you're a two-time champion? Well, I'm going for my 10th. So how about I beat you and I get 5 times the amount that you already are?" And Chris Jericho, or Tommaso Ciampa rather, reluctantly accepted. And I use the word reluctantly very a lot, basically. But like I said, Chris Jericho returning to the WWE, we were going to see some feuds. We were going to see him clash with some of the local stars here in WWE, and Tommaso Ciampa is no different. Tommaso Ciampa holding the Intercontinental Championship in his hand. There you can see him. Tommaso Ciampa won the Intercontinental Championship after defeating Mustafa Ali, Dolph Ziggler, and Shelton Benjamin in a fatal 4-way match a couple of months ago on Monday Night Raw. And it was not his first championship, as he won the Extreme Trials match all the way back in Extreme Rules in Season 1, but was reluctantly suspended after unsportsmanlike conduct against Buddy Murphy, after the fact that Buddy Murphy got pile drived off of the... Basically, he got pile drived off of the apron through a table, and the match was already over. And that caused Buddy Murphy to suffer a concussion, and Tommaso Ciampa was suspended and stripped of his title. And once his suspension was lifted, he immediately went after his baby. He went after his Intercontinental Championship. And ever since then, he's held it close to him. Ever since. But there you go. As you can see, Tommaso Ciampa holding that championship high. I mean, Chris Jericho, you can just see him in the bottom corner there. He's just watching Tommaso Ciampa. I mean, this has got to be a match for the ages, ladies and gentlemen. This has to be something a lot of people have been looking forward to. Just like Shinsuke Nakamura and Matt Riddle earlier tonight, this match is in for one hell. You are in for one hell of a treat here tonight. And there you can see that is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. The Intercontinental Championship. And Tommaso Ciampa holding that championship right below his shoulder. Chris Jericho, there you can see him. Chris Jericho just holding himself. You know, he doesn't want to be... I mean, he calls himself the Judas, but you just got to make sure that he's not going to be the Messiah. He doesn't want to act like he's some sort of savior. He wants that Intercontinental Championship. He's not doing it for anybody. He's not trying to prove anything to anyone. He wants that Intercontinental Championship. And there you can see Tommaso Ciampa holding that title out against Chris Jericho, just holding that title out to his wishes, as Tommaso Ciampa reluctantly holds over that Intercontinental Championship, and Chris Jericho shown. And there we go, Tommaso Ciampa, Chris Jericho, here we go, Intercontinental Championship match, as the referee holds it up high. Here we go. Chris Jericho And Tommaso Ciampa, here we go. And wait a minute, what do we have in store here? And Chris Jericho and Tommaso Ciampa into the roll up, the tie up immediately. Tommaso Ciampa throwing Chris Jericho off of the ropes with the Irish whip. Tommaso Ciampa, look at this, rolls him through. Oh! Drops him immediately with a snap German suplex. Shoulders are down, but Chris Jericho able to get the kick out. Chris Jericho gets the kick out. Oh! And a huge punch directly to the abdomen. And now Tommaso just gets hit with a huge right. And now Chris Jericho just attacking Tommaso Ciampa. Try to go for a body splash into the corner. But wait a minute now. Tommaso Ciampa lifts up Chris Jericho and drops him face first. Torture rack face breaker from the Blackheart. But now Tommaso Ciampa, look at this. Oh! Huge clothesline into the corner. Oh, Chris Jericho moves out of the way. Chris Jericho, what does he have in mind here? German suplex. Tommaso Ciampa lands right on his feet and comes in with a huge knee directly to the nose. And now Tommaso Ciampa could have him down, but Chris Jericho gets the shoulder up. Tommaso Ciampa not going to put away Chris Jericho here. I mean, Jericho's a seasoned veteran of WWE. Plus, he knows what it means to be the Intercontinental Champion. So he's not going to give it up that easily. I mean, the man's held the championship 9 times. It's not like he's a stranger to championship gold. First ever undisputed champion. Several tag team championship wins. And hell, a random United States championship opportunity that nobody remembers. Oh! And Chris Jericho drops him down with a reverse DDT. And now Tommaso Ciampa and Chris Jericho. Oh! Right to the face. As Chris Jericho now, what does he have in mind here? Dropping Tommaso Ciampa, draping him across the bottom rope. And wait a minute now, Chris Jericho is coming full speed ahead! And just dropping him across. And Chris Jericho, wait a minute. Oh! Trying to go for a clothesline. Tommaso Ciampa just sidesteps and acts like he wasn't even there. As Tommaso Ciampa sidesteps, goes out to the outside, and Chris Jericho. And wait a minute now, Tommaso Ciampa throwing Chris Jericho into the barricade. And wait a minute, what does Tommaso have in mind here? Tommaso Ciampa on the top rope. He has Chris Jericho in the drop zone. Drops him for an elbow drop. Beautifully done by the Blackheart. And Ciampa tried to go for a big boot, but Chris Jericho moves out of the way. Jericho with an Irish whip off of the ropes, but runs right into him. And Jericho comes in with a chop and coming in with those strikes. And Chris Jericho with a huge enziguri. May have knocked Tommaso Ciampa's tooth out there. But, like I said, Chris Jericho tried to go for a huge drop kick. But Tommaso Ciampa, he's got something in mind. Tried to go for something big there, but he moved out of the way. And now Chris Jericho drops him down. Chris Jericho drops him down with a reverse DDT. Both of these men know what it means to be the Intercontinental Champion. Tommaso Ciampa does not want to lose that title. And Chris Jericho wants to set the record for being being the person that holds the most Intercontinental Championships. I mean, there's so much at stake here tonight, especially with both of these men, as Chris Jericho comes in with the code breaker. But wait a minute. Look at this now. Chris Jericho, code breaker, shoulders are down. But no, Tommaso Ciampa immediately getting the shoulder up. It's almost as if the code breaker's lost its touch or something. And now Chris Jericho, he's trying to go after Tommaso, but Tommaso Ciampa attacking the leg. And look at this now, rolling Chris Jericho over, and now he's got him into that armbar. He's got him into that bridging armbar. Chris Jericho, he's trying to reach for the ropes, he can't find it. He may not be able to get out of it, but Chris Jericho, Chris Jericho rolling Tommaso Ciampa over. And now Chris Jericho, he may have Ciampa right where he wants him. And a kick to the gut, and another one. But now Chris Jericho looking Tommaso right in the face, rolling him over. Ciampa rolls through, drops him down for a drop toe hold. And now Ciampa comes in for a knee, but Jericho moves right out of the way. And a huge Judas effect. The shoulders are down. Tommaso Ciampa could be put away. But Ciampa kicks out of the Judas effect. Chris Jericho, he thought he had Tommaso Ciampa put away with the Judas effect. But that is not going to be it. As now Chris Jericho coming in. And look at this shoulder tackle. But Tommaso Ciampa blows him over the ropes. But wait a minute now. Chris Jericho, he's going to the top rope. I don't even think Ciampa notices. Drops him. But no, Ciampa definitely noticed him that time. And now, wait a minute. Tommaso powers Chris Jericho up. Drops him down. Air Raid Crash neckbreaker. Beautifully delivered, but now Chris Jericho rolls up Tommaso. Shoulders are down, but no. Chris Jericho and Tommaso Ciampa, both of these men, oh, they just absolutely despise each other. And Ciampa, look at this, throwing Chris Jericho off. But wait a minute now, Ciampa's gonna go to the top rope. What does he have in mind? Oh, wait a minute now. Oh, wait a minute. Chris Jericho's got something in mind as he comes in with an enziguri. And wait a minute, oh, he tried to go for an enziguri, but Tommaso Ciampa moves out of the way, and now he's just draping his, just hanging an arm breaker right over the ropes. Ciampa, beautifully and well scouted, using his environment to his advantage. I mean, when it comes to Tommaso Ciampa, we know he's gonna do whatever it takes to keep his baby, to keep Goldie around. And I don't know why he refers to it as Goldie. I mean, the thing's white, and I mean, the thing has a white strap, and it's mostly... Oh! Ciampa comes in with a huge sliding knee. And now Chris Jericho, he could be put away here. Ciampa could have the win, but Chris Jericho gets the shoulder up. Chris Jericho gets the shoulder up. But wait a minute, Jericho rolls out of the way. Code breaker! Code breaker, but it's almost like Oh! It's almost like Chris Jericho rather knows that move is not going to help him in the long run, so he just uses it to his advantage. Oh, and tried to go for a baseball slide, but wait a minute now, Ciampa comes in with a hot shot, and wait a minute now, Chris Jericho trying to get back to his senses. And Tommaso Ciampa's got a chair. Wait a minute, Tommaso Ciampa's got a chair. Oh, but look at this now, Chris Jericho trying to knocks the chair out of Tommaso Ciampa's hand, and wait a minute now, Chris Jericho. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this. Slingshot into the ropes. Slingshot into the ropes. And look at this now. That chair is still there. I don't even know if the referee notices as he kicks him right in the gut. Tommaso Ciampa picks up the chair. Oh, what the hell? Are you kidding me? Well, Chris Jericho is going to win by disqualification, but what the hell, Ciampa? Oh. Tommaso Ciampa. He just ruined this match. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, come on. Come on. I agree with the crowd. Look at them. They're not happy. And Ciampa comes in with that knee strike once again. Like I said, they are both... This crowd is not happy with Tommaso Ciampa. He just ruined what had the possibility of being one of the best matches here tonight. Ciampa's just rolling Chris Jericho with that chair. God. Oh, no. Tommaso Ciampa just draping that chair around the neck of Chris Jericho. Tommaso Ciampa, look at this. Going to the second rope. Jesus! Once again, I agree with the crowd. Holy shit. There is no remorse in this man. And now Tommaso Ciampa. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Tommaso Ciampa with that chair. Oh, Widow's Bell. Willow's Bell onto that chair. Tommaso Ciampa with the Willow's Bell. Just dropped Chris Jericho onto the chair. Oh, no. And he's not finished as he drops Chris Jericho. Fairy tale ending onto the chair. Fairy tale ending onto the chair. And Tommaso Ciampa is just going to get out of here. Chris Jericho is just left in a heaping mess. And wait a minute. Whoa. That's Roderick Strong. Well, there's 24/7 champion Jon Moxley. Wait, what? Oh, wait a minute. What the hell? Yeah, Roderick Strong was not made aware. Oh! Jon Moxley was entitled to a free title match at the end of the month. And he's got his. Good Lord. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be moving on. This is more title action as the Miz Network's own Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler is going to be taking on Andrade, Cien, Almas for the United Kingdom Championship here tonight. And as you can see, Dolph Ziggler with a new attitude, with a new style. I mean, you can just see the Miz in the back there just trailing Dolph Ziggler. I mean, Tony Nese basically let go of his contract from the Miz Network. Chad Gable drafted to ECW. Sami Zayn drafted to ECW. Roderick Strong, drafted to SmackDown. Everybody that was a part of the Miz Network, basically Miz let go because he put all of his trust into Dolph Ziggler. And, this is a completely different Dolph Ziggler than the person that we've known him for years. Dolph Ziggler, we've known him as the charismatic, pretty boy that we all knew him as. But now he's just a shell of his former self. Sold his soul to the Miz Network. But nonetheless, it has earned him a United Kingdom Championship shot here tonight. And then there you see Andrade Cien Almas as he holds up that title with him. He's held that title for a couple of months now. He won the championship I think it was a couple of nights before Rebellion. And he's held that championship ever since. His first defense was supposed to be against Drew McIntyre, but that was when the Evolution was signed, and that was when the Evolution was made. But now, Andrade Cien Almas with Zelina Vega at his side. Andrade Cien Almas is ready to make a fight, and he's ready to continue his legacy as the United Kingdom champion. When it comes to Andrade Cien Almas, he's always been one of the most charismatic and one of the most interesting figures in WWE. Ever since he debuted, he was on Monday Night Raw. And, had some amazing matches. He was in the Extreme Trials match for the Intercontinental Championship back in Season 1 at Extreme Rules. He's had a lot more than what everybody has made him out to be. Pretty much sent Jinder Mahal through a flaming table where Jinder Mahal suffered some serious burns and Jinder Mahal had to basically take off some time. And that was when everybody started taking Andrade Cien Almas a little bit more serious. And that was when he was granted his United Kingdom Championship match, and he was able to defeat Drew McIntyre with some very controversial methods. But nonetheless, it's got him the championship, and now he's set to defend it against somebody of, I guess you could say, of his caliber almost. Dolph Ziggler utilizing the super kick. Andrade with his famous La Sombra, his famous hammerlock DDT. Andrade and Dolph Ziggler have always been superstars that have such extensive repertoires and the talk to match. But there you can see Andrade Cien Almas. He's just almost taken aback. Was almost taken aback by how much Dolph Ziggler has changed as a person. Look at that, just not even taking his eyes off of Dolph Ziggler and just holding that United Kingdom Championship up high. Andrade Cien Almas, basically, he's, like I said, he's one of those guys who, he's one of those guys you just wouldn't expect to be so envious and so zealous of somebody. He's had Zelina Vega by his side, so it's not like he's been alone. But nonetheless, here we go, United Kingdom Championship match underway. Andrade Cien Almas. Oh, whoa! Dolph Ziggler immediately rolling up Andrade Cien Almas. But wait a minute, Andrade, look at this, rolls right into it. Look at that, Dolph Ziggler rolling himself into a back press. And look at this now, Dolph Ziggler could have Andrade down. But Dolph Ziggler and Andrade just mashing each other. And here we go into the collar and elbow tie-up. Andrade Cien Almas wrenching the head of Dolph Ziggler. And look at this, wrenching that arm behind the head of Ziggler. And ladies and gentlemen, we have two more matches ahead later tonight. We're going to be seeing Rhea Ripley take on Shayna Baszler for the Raw Women's Championship. And the main event, look at this, Andrade Cien Almas dropping Dolph Ziggler with the bangerang. Beautifully delivered. But Andrade Cien Almas and Dolph Ziggler, and like I said, later tonight, the main event is going to be Ricochet, Seth Rollins, and Aleister Black in a tables, ladders, and chairs match for the WWE Championship. And if you're watching this right now, if you're watching this match and listening to my voice, I thank you for tuning in, and I thank you for staying with me as long as you can. But, like I said, Dolph Ziggler and Andrade Cien Almas have been going at each other for weeks, and Dolph Ziggler wants that United Kingdom Championship. Oh! Andrade Cien Almas comes in with that elbow strike. And wait a minute. Oh, Andrade, look at this. Rolls the arm over. Look at the power. Rolls him over. Almost a schoolboy slam. Using that schoolboy slam, just dropping Andrade Cien dropping Dolph Ziggler. Trying to get for a big boot to the side of the head, but Dolph Ziggler moved out of the way. And now Ziggler lifts up Andrade, but Andrade rolls out of the way. Andrade Cien Almas over. Drops him for a neck breaker. And Andrade Cien Almas, you can just see the look on the face of Andrade. And look at this now, Miz just looking down at Andrade Cien Almas. But wait a minute, oh! Andrade got a little bit carried away. He didn't really pay attention to there. Oh! As Dolph Ziggler comes in with a huge punch to the face. And now Dolph Ziggler on the top rope. What does he have in mind here? Dolph Ziggler superplex off of the top. Off of the top, Dolph Ziggler drops Andrade Cien Almas with the superplex. And now Andrade Cien Almas. Oh! Andrade Cien Almas just gets dropped with a huge right hand. But Andrade comes in even harder. Oh! But Andrade just gets thrown away with the Hurricane Rana. And Andrade comes in with a right hand, dropping him. And there's another one. Andrade Cien Almas, he's got something in mind. And just throws him right out of the ring. Good Lord. Andrade Cien Almas, look at this. Telling Dolph Ziggler to get up to his feet. Just looking Dolph Ziggler. What the hell? Andrade Cien Almas to the outside. Almost an inside-out senton. Taking Dolph Ziggler out on the outside. Zelina Vega just watching on. And look at this now. Andrade lifts him up for a powerbomb. But Dolph Ziggler fires away with those right hands. Coming right at Andrade Cien Almas. And look at this now. Drops him with a neck breaker. Andrade Cien Almas and Andrade Cien Almas and Dolph Ziggler, rather. Both of these guys, they don't care about each other. They just care about what is at stake. And that is the United Kingdom Championship. As Dolph Ziggler just grabs Andrade and just slams him right down onto the apron. And now Dolph Ziggler, he's going to go to the top rope. He's got Andrade Cien Almas right where he wants him. Uh-oh. Now Dolph Ziggler, look at this, has Andrade up, drops him! Andrade Cien Almas caught Dolph Ziggler! And now Andrade throws him up and drops him down for a Samoan drop. And now Andrade Cien Almas rolls over Dolph Ziggler. He could have him put away here. Andrade Cien Almas gets it, but no, he doesn't. Dolph Ziggler able to get the kick out. Andrade Cien Almas and Dolph Ziggler, both of these men know what is at stake here. And Dolph Ziggler comes in and drops Andrade with the Famouser. Famouser delivered from Dolph Ziggler. Andrade could be down, but no. I thought that may have been it. I thought Dolph Ziggler had Andrade put away, but that was not the case. As now, oh, Andrade counters with that jawbreaker and drops him in for a huge Hurricane Rana. And Andrade Cien Almas, he's feeling it. He's feeling this crowd. And he's feeling the power within. Oh! And Dolph Ziggler just gets sent to the outside. Look at Andrade Cien Almas. Look at the look in his eyes. As look at this now. Oh! Tried to go for the wrecking ball drop kick, but Dolph Ziggler moved right out of the way. Well scouted by Dolph Ziggler. And now he's going to take advantage of Andrade's mistake. And there you can see Zelina Vega getting back into the position to cheer on her client, Andrade Cien Almas. But Dolph Ziggler now, oh, right to the face, but Andrade Cien Almas attacking the leg. And oh, comes in with a huge palm strike, knocking Dolph Ziggler down. And look at that now, Andrade, you all know what's coming next. El Idolo's got something in mind here. Oh, wait a minute. Andrade Cien Almas looking Dolph Ziggler in the face. But oh! El Idolo comes in with that running Meteor Roa into the corner. And now Andrade Cien Almas, he's going to go to the top rope. He's got something in mind here. As Dolph Ziggler's in the drop zone, drops him. But no. Try to go for the corkscrew moonsault. But Andrade moves out of the way. And Dolph Ziggler with a kick to the back. Oh. Dolph Ziggler may be a little bit disoriented as Dolph Ziggler rolls out of the way. And look at this, going for a DDT. Drops him. Drops him down for a DDT. And now Dolph Ziggler, he's tuning up the band. He could be going for sweet chin music. Is he going to hit it? Super kick. No. Andrade Cien Almas moved out of the way. But wait a minute now. Andrade, look at this. Drops him for the La Sombra. La Sombra. Shoulders are down. He could have it here. But Dolph Ziggler gets the shoulder up. Dolph Ziggler gets the shoulder up. Or either he got the shoulder up or Andrade just basically said, I'm not done with you. As look at this now, just wrenching in the arm. Just has the Fujiwara armbar locked in on Dolph Ziggler. And he's not letting go. He's just wrenching it in. Dolph Ziggler, he may have to look away. He may have to find some other way out. And look at this, rolls him over. He just rolled him over. And now Dolph Ziggler is coming in. And he's got something in mind. As, oh. Hey, wait a minute now. Dolph Ziggler's got Andrade perched against the rope. And, oh. Drops him right down to his back. And now Andrade Cien Almas. Look at that. Oh! Slingshotted right into the middle rope. And now Dolph Ziggler just looking at Andrade Cien Almas. But wait a minute. Dolph Ziggler going for a DDT. But Andrade Cien Almas comes in with a knee. And throws him away with a Hurricane Rana. Andrade Cien Almas. He's got something in mind. Oh, as he goes in for a roundhouse kick. And Andrade Cien Almas looking Dolph Ziggler in the eyes. But Dolph Ziggler just pulls the rope down. And wait a minute. What the hell? Look at this. The referee distracted by Dolph Ziggler. The Miz just throwing Andrade Cien Almas back into the ring. Just acting as if he didn't even do anything. I mean, you always know the Miz as being one of the most conniving and sneaky WWE superstars of history. And look at this now. Andrade Cien Almas has got the front face lock locked in on Dolph Ziggler. Rolls right out of that. And look at that, just staring Andrade Cien Almas in the eyes as Dolph Ziggler rolls him away. And look at this now. He's got him perched down into a vice grip. And Andrade Cien Almas. Oh, look at this. Andrade moves out of the way. Oh, and it looked like he wrenched the arm. And Andrade off of the ropes for a drop kick. But I think he may not have been able to get enough on that. As Dolph Ziggler comes in, he's still using those strikes. And Andrade Cien Almas comes in. Oh, but Dolph Ziggler moves right out of the way. Dolph drops him with a huge DDT. Face first goes Andrade Cien Almas. Oh, no. Come on. We just saw one of these matches. We just saw the other match get ruined by a chair. And Dolph Ziggler just introducing a weapon into this match. And Dolph Ziggler now, look at this. He's got the chair in hand. Oh, wait a minute. He's walking away from the referee. And look at this now. The referee arguing with The Miz. Wait a minute. Oh! What the hell? Dolph Ziggler just cracking that chair over the head of Andrade Cien Almas. And now Dolph Ziggler, look at this. He's got Andrade right where he wants him. And Andrade caught with the super kick. And now Dolph Ziggler, shoulders are down. Andrade has been put away. We have a new United Kingdom champion. You have got to be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Dolph Ziggler using that chair, and with the Miz's help, was able to use the chair to his advantage. And basically he just ruined Andrade's chances of retaining and caught him with a super kick for good measure. And now Dolph Ziggler is the new United Kingdom champion. There you go. You can see The Miz distracting the referee. Just cracks that chair over the head of Andrade Cien Almas and throwing it away so the referee would not see. And now Dolph Ziggler, look at that, just tunes up the band. 3, 2, 1, lights out from Dolph Ziggler. And there you can see Dolph Ziggler just celebrating his victory of the United Kingdom Championship in the middle of the ring. Dolph Ziggler is now the champion of the United Kingdom, and he is not going to hold back. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the next time we go on pay-per-view, it will be live from Philly as we set for the Royal Rumble. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 more matches to get rid of. And Rhea Ripley is here to challenge Shayna Baszler for the Raw Women's Championship right friggin' now. I mean, Rhea Ripley, she won the Fatal 4-Way match that persisted her back a couple of weeks ago, where she defeated Mickie James, Mickie James, Sarah Logan, and Lacey Evans. And sadly enough, Candice LeRae was not able medically cleared to be in that championship match, as she was attacked by Shayna Baszler. So she was not able to succeed. But Rhea Ripley was able to pick up the win in that Fatal 4-Way. So now she has the right to challenge Shayna Baszler for the Raw Women's Championship. And what can we say? It's going to be one hell of a match, as Rhea Ripley is anxious. Rhea Ripley's anxious as she's waiting to get Shayna Baszler in this ring. I mean, the Aussie is known for her. She's known for her for just hard-hitting capabilities. And what can be said about Shayna Baszler? I mean, Shayna's just been all over she won the Mae Young Classic, and with that, she became the Raw Women's Champion. I mean, with that, Nikki Cross and Dakota Kai won the Women's Tag Team Tournament, and as that was supposed to be the Tag Team Championships, they won the Tag Team belts, but they were not able to basically defend those. Those were to keep. But the SmackDown Women's Championship was vacant. So Dakota Kai and Nikki Cross, they competed for that, and Shayna Baszler won the Raw Women's Championship after she defeated Sonya Deville in the Mae Young Classic back at Survivor Series. And now this is going to be her first title defense ever since. I mean, there you can see Shayna Baszler is definitely she's definitely not too unfamiliar with having that Raw Women's Championship around her waist. And there you can see that Women's Championship is up for grabs here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, so much is at stake. You can just see the excitement on the look of Rhea Ripley. There you see it. Rhea Ripley's ready to fight, and she's ready to bring that Raw Women's Championship home. And Shayna Baszler, you can just see her. Look at that. Look at Shayna Baszler's eyes. Just look at the eyes. She sees nothing but blood. Shayna sees nothing but blood. And she's going to keep that title no matter what. I mean, she's ready to settle the score here tonight. I mean, the Raw Women's Championship is already such a prestige to hold. But the fact that Shayna Baszler is able to compete here tonight, you know, after such heinous acts. I mean, she literally attacked Candice LeRae for no apparent reason, and Candice LeRae is still in the hospital after Shayna Baszler's attacks. So it's kind of just, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just kind of ridiculous that Shayna Baszler is still able to be the Raw Women's Champion and also compete still. I mean, Shayna Baszler and Rhea Ripley. Oh, look at this. Shayna Baszler just rolling her over. And look at this now, just delivering those knees. And look at this now, Rhea grabbing. Oh! God, that knee delivered directly to the nose. And look at that. Shayna Baszler's just laughing. Nothing in just... I say this lightly. Nothing can... I don't even know if anything really... What is the word that I'm looking for? Really surprises her. Oh! Shayna Baszler comes in with those knees, and I was going to say that Shayna Baszler's just been on the offense this entire match, but now Rhea Ripley, look at that, lifts her up and drops her down. Drops her from a belly-to-back facebuster. And now, oh, Rhea Ripley's coming in, oh, and drops Shayna Baszler. Drop Shayna Baszler with a drop kick. Shoulders are down. Oh, no. Rhea Ripley and Shayna Baszler, both of these women, been former, you know, they've met before, they've met in the ring before, but not under states like this. We have not seen there's such stakes with both of these women. As look at this now, Shayna Baszler just draping Rhea Ripley across the ropes. Oh, Jesus. Shayna Baszler just using those knees to her advantage. Using those knees to her advantage and just sends Rhea Ripley to the outside, crashing and burning. I mean, Shayna Baszler just, like I said, she doesn't even care about who she's facing. As long as she's keeping that Raw Women's Championship next to her, that's all she cares about. But Rhea Ripley gets in the ring and she drop kicks the referee by mistake. And that time she didn't hit the referee. But that was definitely on accident. But now Rhea Ripley now, look at this, lifting up, putting Shayna Baszler up. And now Rhea Ripley powering up Shayna Baszler, drops her for a sit-out powerbomb. And now the shoulders are down. But no, Shayna Baszler able to kick out. And Rhea Ripley and Shayna Baszler, both of these women know what it's like to be a women's champion. But now Shayna just looking Rhea Ripley in the eyes. As Shayna comes in with that roundhouse kick, knocking Rhea Ripley right out of her game. And now Shayna Baszler's got Rhea Ripley right on her shoulder. Look at that, just walking around with her like she's nothing. But wait a minute, Rhea Ripley counters and gives her a chop block to the back of the knee. Well, as you can see, both of these women, they're both, they're well put together, they're built. They know how to keep themselves in shape, and they know how to fight regardless. And like I said, Rhea Ripley, she's showing Shayna Baszler that she's not one to be taken lightly. As look at this now. She's just using those strikes to her advantage. I mean, now Rhea Ripley. Look at that. Rhea Ripley with a spear, knocking Shayna Baszler right down. And now Rhea Ripley powering Shayna Baszler up to her feet. And Rhea Ripley, she's got something in mind, sending Shayna Baszler into the corner. And Rhea Ripley sending Shayna Baszler to the top rope. What does she have in mind here? Rhea Ripley, huge Hurricane Rana off of the top rope, sending Shayna Baszler down. Rhea Ripley, she could be the new Raw Women's Champion. But Shayna Baszler able to get the kick out. Rhea Ripley is not going to be taken lightly here. As now, look at this now. Shayna Baszler coming in with those combos. Look at that. Huge right hand to the nose. And comes in with a roundhouse kick for good measure. And now Shayna Baszler looking Rhea Ripley in the eye as she comes in for that roundhouse. But Rhea Ripley moves out of the way. Rhea Ripley ducks. Rhea Ripley, she's got Shayna Baszler on her tail. She's got her. And wait a minute. Look at that. Rhea Ripley just acting like Shayna Baszler did nothing. Look at that. Rhea Ripley getting in the face of Shayna. Rhea Ripley is not going to hold back. And Rhea Ripley now sends Shayna into the corner. Drops her with a big boot into the corner. The Mosh Pit Kid is not going to hold out. Wait a minute. Shayna Baszler comes in with a right hand. And wait a minute now. Shayna Baszler. Look at this. Huge gut wrench suplex. Huge gut wrench suplex delivered by the Queen of Spades. And Shayna drops her again for another gut wrench. And now into the pinfall. Shoulders are down. Rhea Ripley could be put away here. But Rhea Ripley able to get the shoulder up. Shayna Baszler does not have Rhea Ripley just yet. And now Shayna Baszler powering Rhea Ripley up. But Rhea attacking the knee. Rhea Ripley attacks the knee. And wait a minute. What the hell does she have in mind here? Rhea Ripley powering Shayna Baszler up. Look at that. Can we get a timer on this? Rhea Ripley's just powering Shayna Baszler up. Huge stalling suplex. The power on display from the Mosh Pit Kid is regardless, Shayna Baszler is still just getting taken out. As now Shayna Baszler just looking Rhea Ripley right in the face. Wait a minute. What the hell does she have in mind here? Pushing her. Jesus. Using her environment to her advantage, just wrenching her arm and just pulling her across against the top rope. And look at that now. Rhea Ripley caught the leg and drops her with a cutter. Rhea Ripley drops Shayna Baszler with a cutter. Rhea Ripley now. What does she have in mind? She's got Shayna Baszler. Look at this. Just wrenching it in on that shoulder. And dropping her right down. As Rhea Ripley now, she's got something in mind. As Shayna Baszler, she's just staggering. She's trying to get up. And Rhea Ripley, she's got the guillotine choke locked in. The guillotine choke is locked in on Shayna Baszler. But wait a minute now, Shayna. Look at that. Shayna able to roll over reminiscent of Liv Morgan, who just won the ECW Women's Championship last night. And wait a minute now, Shayna's got Rhea Ripley up, and Rhea drops her with a reverse DDT. Drops her for a reverse DDT. And look at this, Rhea Ripley's got that hanging clover leaf. She's got that clover leaf locked in. We saw her use this the other night. And now Shayna Baszler, she's trying to get out of it. I don't know if she has enough. Rhea Ripley, she's got it cinched in tight. And look at this now. Oh! Shayna, using all of her power, throws Rhea Ripley out of the way. And Shayna comes in with a huge running knee strike. Shoulders are down. Ripley, oh, and Ripley gets the kick out. She gets the kick out. And now Shayna and Ripley are just still going at each other like wild animals. Rhea Ripley and Shayna Baszler, these women are not your run-of-the-mill pretty girls. They are ready to kick some ass and take some names. And the first one on their list is their opponents here tonight. And now Shayna Baszler, oh, throws Rhea Ripley into the corner and just rebounds her with a huge spinning knee. And wait a minute now. Uh-oh. Shayna Baszler's going to the top rope. What the hell does she have in mind here? We never see Shayna Baszler go to the top. And now Shayna Baszler telling Rhea Ripley to get to the top. Getting up to her feet. Shayna Baszler drops her with a crossbody. But Rhea Ripley catches her midair. And look at the power of Rhea Ripley. Look at the power of Rhea Ripley powering Shayna Baszler up into another stalling suplex. So much power on display from Rhea Ripley. But Shayna Baszler, she's still in this match. And she's not going to hold back as she throws her away. And Rhea Ripley with the monkey flip, rolling Shayna Baszler over. And now Rhea Ripley just getting into the face of Shayna Baszler. But Shayna attacking the legs. Shayna Baszler attacking the legs. Oh! Throws her right into the corner. And wait a minute. Uh-oh. What the hell? What in the hell is Rhea Ripley? What does Shayna Baszler have in mind here? Uh-oh. Shayna Baszler. Uh-oh, she's got Rhea Ripley right where she wants her! German suplex from the top rope. Shayna Baszler with the German suplex from the top rope. She may have Rhea Ripley done here. Shayna Baszler now. Look at this, powering Rhea Ripley up. She could have been going for the Kirifuda clutch. But wait a minute now. Uh-oh, Rhea Ripley. She's got Shayna Baszler up. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. And look at this. Once again, showing off the power that Rhea Ripley displays. She holds Shayna Baszler up. And look at that. Third stalling suplex. Rhea Ripley and Shayna Baszler, they've just been going back and forth this entire match. And Rhea Ripley, she's not going to hold back. Oh, wait a minute. Rhea Ripley, look at this. Into the Riptide. Riptide. Shoulders are down. Rhea Ripley, she could have the Raw Women's Championship 1. Rhea Ripley into the 2. She should get the 3, but no. I think Shayna Baszler got her shoulder up. Shayna Baszler got her shoulder up. Rhea Ripley is not done here. And Rhea Ripley now in the second rope. Look at this, telling Shayna Baszler to get up to her feet. Rhea Ripley's going to do whatever it takes to take down the Raw Women's Champion here. And comes in with a missile drop kick. Shayna Baszler just landed awkwardly on her back there. But nonetheless, Rhea Ripley is still coming in. Drops her with a Northern Lights suplex. I thought Rhea Ripley may have been able to put away Shayna Baszler with the Riptide. But wait a minute now. Shayna Baszler catches the leg and throws her away with the Dragon Screw. And now Shayna Baszler looking Rhea Ripley in the eyes. And oh! Stomping on that arm. Stomping on her arm. They may have knocked something out of place there. And oh! Shayna's just delivering body shots. But Rhea Ripley just moves out of the way. Shayna Baszler goes crashing down to the outside. And remember, Shayna Baszler has championship advantage. She has champion's advantage, so if she gets counted out or disqualified, she keeps the championship, like we saw with the Intercontinental Championship earlier. Shayna Baszler just moves out of the way of that Hurricane Rana attempt from Rhea Ripley. But now Shayna Baszler, she's got something in mind. As look at this now, she's got Rhea Ripley right where she wants her, and look at this, pulls her in for a knee. Pulls her in for a knee, as now Shayna Baszler throwing Rhea Ripley into the corner. And wait a minute now. Rhea Ripley, uh-oh. What does she have in mind here? Rhea Ripley, she's got something in mind, or Shayna Baszler has got something in mind as she puts Rhea Ripley back on the top rope once again. And wait a minute now, Shayna, I don't know what she's got in mind. I don't know what Shayna Baszler has in mind here, but I know it's not going to go well regardless. Shayna Baszler, back suplex from the top rope. From the top rope, Shayna Baszler may have just ended this match for Rhea Ripley. And just planting her face against the apron. And Rhea Ripley's still not holding back. Rhea Ripley's not giving up. And wait a minute now, Shayna comes in with a right hand. And now Shayna Baszler. Oh, wait a minute. Shayna Baszler, look at this, lifts her up. And look at this, Kirifuda clutch. The Kirifuda clutch is locked in. Shayna Baszler has her arm locked around Rhea Ripley. And Shayna Baszler has made Rhea Ripley tap out to the Kirifuda clutch. And Shayna Baszler has retained the Raw Women's Championship. Good Lord, what a match this was. Look at that. Beautiful top rope Hurricane Rana sending her off. And look at that. Oh, man. Using her environment to her advantage. And look at this, just out of nowhere, bang! Huge running knee. And look at this, I thought this may have been it. Rhea Ripley drops Shayna Baszler with the riptide. But this was the exclamation point. Shayna Baszler wrapping her arm around the neck of Rhea Ripley and making her tap out to the Kirifuda clutch. And Shayna Baszler just celebrating in the middle of the ring as she takes that Raw Women's Championship away from the referee and celebrates in the middle of the ring. Shayna Baszler has retained her championship. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have waited this whole time. You have waited the entire show. But this is the main event. The triple threat TLC match for the WWE Championship is among us. And Ricochet is ready to take that championship away from Aleister Black and shut Seth Rollins up all at the same time. Ricochet, Seth Rollins, and Aleister Black have such an extensive history that you saw in that promo package. They have all had such a history together. And it is all going to culminate here tonight. It is going to end finally. Rhea Ripley was not able to knock off Shayna Baszler here tonight. Dolph Ziggler was able to pick up the win for the United Kingdom Championship. So we've already seen one new champion here tonight. Is it possible that we could see a new champion? I mean, hell, we have three men and two of them aren't the champion. So that's 2/3 of a chance that we could see a new champion here tonight. And Aleister Black doesn't have the WWE Championship in his possession. As you can see, that title is just hanging high above the ring. He's just holding that WWE Championship above the ring. And here is the second challenger of this evening, the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins. The Authors of Pain have not shown up to this building, so we can probably infer that Seth Rollins has told the Authors of Pain, this is my opportunity. This is the chance for us to run shit around here. This is my opportunity for whatever the hell his little group is called to be the next big thing in WWE. And Seth Rollins, if he's going to walk away with the WWE Championship, he's going to have his head on a swivel, especially with Ricochet and the always unpredictable WWE Champion Aleister Black. Seth Rollins, he's had the WWE Championship opportunity in the past. Faced Aleister Black back at Rebellion for the WWE Championship in a losing effort. I mean, former Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins is. So it's not like Seth Rollins is unaware of championship gold opportunities or gold in general. But like I said, Seth Rollins, he has a lot on his plate. I mean, all of these men do. I mean, Aleister Black has to defend his championship against two former friends turned bitter rivals. And, you know, Seth Rollins has to deal with his bitter rival and the WWE Champion, and vice versa for Ricochet. And I can't even imagine who is going to be walking away with the WWE Championship here tonight. I mean, there's so many opportunities. And Aleister Black has already said, this is the last opportunity that I will give to Ricochet and Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship. This is the last opportunity that Aleister Black is giving these guys. I mean, Aleister Black has always been a doubtful man. But like I said, Aleister Black doesn't have that WWE Championship around his waist as it's being held high above the ring. The only way to win this match is to climb up a ladder and secure the WWE Championship hanging high above the ring. The winner to grab that championship, or the first man to grab that championship, will be the WWE Champion. And Aleister Black is set to take down Ricochet and Seth Rollins once and for all. Ricochet ready to shut Seth Rollins up and walk away as champion. And Seth Rollins to prove everybody wrong and to prove that he and the AOP are the most dominant force in WWE by winning the WWE Championship. But just tables, ladders, and chairs, ladies and gentlemen. Three names that have been told throughout WWE history. Matches that have caused injury, caused retirement to some. So I can't even imagine how much bruises, how much cuts, how much we're going to need the EMTs after this match. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is now time for the main event. The WWE Championship is on the line. Here we go. 3 men in the middle of the ring. One of them is going to walk away the WWE Champion. And the bell has rung. Here we go. Look at this, just everybody staring at each other. And look at that, Ricochet immediately after Seth Rollins. And wait a minute now, Aleister Black going after Ricochet. And like I said, none of these men care. They just want to walk away as the WWE Champion. I mean, Aleister Black, you can just see, he immediately attacked Ricochet as soon as the match began because he knew that Seth Rollins was already taken out. And wait a minute now, Aleister Black and Seth Rollins. Look at this now, Aleister. Look at this beautiful combo. Oh! Huge roundhouse kick knocking Seth Rollins down on his back. And there goes Seth to the outside. And wait a minute now, Ricochet's gonna fly! Ricochet with the tope con hilo to the outside. And now Seth Rollins getting up to his feet, picks up the ladder, and what the hell? Oh my God! I think Seth Rollins may have protected himself with the ladder as Ricochet tried to go for that tope con hilo. I think Seth Rollins like threw the ladder in front of Ricochet. But now you can just see on the side Seth Rollins and Aleister Black fighting, but Ricochet picks up a chair. And Ricochet, he's just going all in on both of his opponents. I mean, tables, ladders, and chairs, it's all legal. It's all legal, so you gotta use it to your disposal. And there you can see Ricochet just throwing that table down, or that chair down, rather. And he's trying to get that ladder up to secure the WWE Championship. But all three of these men are in the middle of the ring as Aleister Black lifts up Ricochet. Oh! Big boot directly to the face of Ricochet. And you saw Drake Maverick came to Ricochet earlier and basically said, you need to know what you're getting into. But wait a minute now. Oh! You need to know what you're getting into, Trevor. Yeah, not even referring to him by Ricochet. Ricochet and Aleister Black are going at each other as Ricochet drops Aleister Black with a DD. Oh, with a drop kick and into a shooting star press as Seth Rollins trying to get himself trying to recuperate in the middle on the outside as Ricochet drops that chair across the back of Aleister Black. And now Ricochet, look at this, lifting up that chair as Seth Rollins gets back up to his feet. Seth Rollins, he's immediately going after Ricochet. But wait a minute, Ricochet, he's got something in mind here, tossing Seth Rollins to the outside. And wait a minute now, Ricochet, he's gonna do what he does best. He's gonna fly! Oh my God! And wait a minute, Aleister Black's gonna follow suit. Aleister Black follows through. Follows up Ricochet with a, oh no. Oh my God. Follows Ricochet up with a suicide dive. And then just gets dropped with an inverted Frankensteiner by Seth Rollins on the outside. And now Seth Rollins just using that chair to his advantage against Ricochet. And no. Ricochet throwing away the chair. Ricochet throws the chair away from Seth Rollins. And Ricochet dragon suplex on the outside. I mean, one of them have to get inside the ring as Ricochet picks up that table. Ricochet just picked up a table and just knocks down Aleister Black with it. And now Ricochet, look at this, just walking around with that table in hand. He's got something in mind. As Ricochet sets up that table, Ricochet is going to go back into the ring. And he's going to set up that ladder. And he looks to climb the ladder and retrieve the WWE Championship. And look at this, he sets it down, but Aleister Black stops him. And look at this now, Seth Rollins has the chair, throwing away the chair. And Aleister Black, oh, no. No, Aleister Black lifts up Seth Rollins. Oh my God. Huge move onto that ladder. Some refer to it as the one-winged angel. But I think that may have just put Seth Rollins out for this match. And now Ricochet, look at this. He's moving the ladder around. He's going to climb up the ladder. Ricochet, look at this. He's just waiting. Ricochet's going to climb up the ladder. He's just waiting. He's waiting. And look at this. Ricochet's got his hand on the ladder. Ricochet's got his hand on the championship. He's waiting to undo the rungs as Seth Rollins delivers a schoolboy super kick. But now, Seth Rollins, look at this, he was paying attention, took out Aleister Black. Ricochet was afraid. Seth Rollins, he wants to, oh no, they're both on top of the ladder. This is not a good idea. This is not good in any way, shape, or form. Oh no. Seth Rollins, huge neck breaker off of the top.
off the top of the ladder. Ricochet just got laid out, and now Seth Rollins goes up to the top. He's got his hands on the title. He's got his hands on the title, and look at this now. Aleister Black with a drop kick just knocks the ladder out from under Seth Rollins. Knocks the ladder out from Seth Rollins, and Aleister Black is just feeling it, and Aleister Black to the outside. Aleister Black throwing caution to the wind, throwing himself all the way to the outside, and now Seth Rollins going after Aleister Black. Aleister just I was gonna say he's just draped across the barricade, and Aleister Black with a roundhouse kick. Now Aleister Black, he's looking in the middle of the ring, notices Ricochet has that ladder in hand, and Aleister Black's gonna set up the table. I think he wants to put Seth Rollins through it, but Ricochet, look at this. Ricochet, always been the quicker one. He's always been the quicker one in the competition. Tried to go up to grab the title, but wait a minute now. Aleister Black, look at this, grabs Ricochet by the tights, and pulls him down and just comes in with a huge kick directly to the face. And now, Seth Rollins and Aleister Black. Oh, no. Seth Rollins throwing Aleister Black, or Black catches himself, and Ricochet, Saito suplex to Seth Rollins. Saito suplex to Seth Rollins, but Ricochet on the outside. Jesus Christ! Huge slingshot DDT. Slingshot DDT. Aleister Black may have went head first onto the apron. And now Ricochet setting up that ladder. That huge ladder, draping it across the barricade and the ring apron as Ricochet and Seth Rollins, they're just, Aleister Black may have been taken out there. As now Seth Rollins throws Ricochet off, but try to go for a drop kick, but Ricochet moves out of the way as Ricochet drops Seth Rollins with a cutter. Ricochet drops Seth Rollins with a cutter as Aleister Black's trying to recover on the outside. Ricochet picks up another table. And wait a minute, it looks like he's gonna search under. He's gonna search under and make sure he's got some more. But wait a minute now, Seth Rollins on the outside. Seth Rollins getting his balance first, but still taking out Ricochet in the process, as now Seth Rollins powers Ricochet down with a Shiranui. Or as Seth Rollins likes to call it, the Skywalker. But whatever he calls it, it was definitely effective. As now Seth Rollins, look at this now, Seth Rollins, he's got that table in hand. And look at this now, Rollins is going to set up that table on the outside. He's got something in mind. But wait a minute now. Ricochet's got his hand on the title. He might be able to walk away with it. But no, Seth Rollins, using those punches to his advantage. And now, Ricochet comes in with a right hand. And Ricochet throws Seth Rollins off of the ladder. Oh, no. Look at the height. Look at how high Ricochet is. Oh, no. And now Seth Rollins gets up to his feet. What the hell does he have in mind? Ricochet! Look at that! Ricochet with a Hurricane Rana off of the top rope. And now Ricochet dropping Seth Rollins with a Regal Plex. How the hell is Seth Rollins even standing? Let's look at this now. Ricochet drops him in with a huge neck breaker. And now Ricochet, he's got something in mind here. He's got that second table that he pulled out from under the ring, and now he's gonna set it up. What does he have in mind? Whatever it is, I can tell you now, it's not gonna be a good decision. But now Seth Rollins, look at this. He's got Ricochet by the nape of his neck. He's got Ricochet by the nape of his neck. He's got the whole control. As now Seth Rollins putting Ricochet on the top of the table. Wait a minute. Oh no. Seth Rollins, he's gonna go to the top rope. Seth Rollins, oh my god, look at this moonsault through the table. Seth Rollins with the moonsault and putting Ricochet through the table. Seth Rollins is just giving Ricochet all of his, Ricochet just, I think Seth tried to put Ricochet through that table, but Ricochet able to move his body around, didn't quite get it. And now Seth Rollins, he's got his He's climbing up that ladder. But wait a minute now. Aleister Black picks up the chair. Oh my God. He's just attacking the legs of Seth Rollins with the chair. And now Aleister Black attacking Seth. Oh, no, no, no. Power bomb from the rungs of the ladder. Power bomb from the rungs of the ladder. Aleister Black is coming back. He's got Seth Rollins in the tracks. And now Seth and Ricochet's on the outside, still recovering. Aleister Black lifts up Seth Rollins and drops him with a brain buster. And now Aleister Black with a huge double foot stomp. And Aleister tried to go for a kick, but Rollins moves out of the way. And a spin kick from Rollins. But now Seth Rollins has Aleister Black on the top rope. I don't know what he's got in mind, but I know it's not going to be good. As Seth Rollins now has Aleister Black. But Aleister, he's countering. Aleister Black. Gourd Buster from the top rope. And now Aleister Black off of the ropes. Moonsault. Aleister Black with the moonsault to Seth Rollins. Aleister Black's thinking of a way to put away Seth Rollins here. He's got something in mind. Oh God, that's another ladder. That is another ladder that Aleister Black just put in the ring. But now Rollins is going to take full advantage of it. Oh wait, he's going to take full advantage of it. As now, Aleister Black and Seth Rollins, they're face to face on that ladder. Oh, Aleister Black with a roundhouse kick. And look at that. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Rollins trying to stay on. Rollins moved out of the way of that kick. And and again Aleister Black fires away. And Aleister Black's coming in with those kicks. Rollins is struggling. Oh! And there goes Rollins. Ricochet just scrambled to the top part of your screen there, trying to recover. And Aleister Black lifts up Seth Rollins. He's got something in mind here. Oh, no, 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 no. Butterfly suplex onto the ladder. Holy shit. Seth Rollins is just being manhandled. He's just being manhandled by Aleister Black. Oh, no, no, no. He has that chair wrapped around the neck. Oh, my God. We saw that with Tommaso Ciampa and Chris Jericho earlier. But compared to that, that was child's play compared to what Aleister Black is doing to Seth Rollins at this current moment. And now Seth Rollins, look at this, looking Aleister Black in the eye as Rollins lifts up that ladder and just sends it face first into the face of the WWE Champion. And now Seth Rollins, look at this, walking around with that ladder. He's got something in mind. Look at this, setting up that ladder next to it. But Aleister Black, look at this, looking Seth Rollins in the face. And now, comes in with the right hand. Oh, wait a minute. Oh! Seth Rollins throwing Aleister Black over his head. I think Aleister Black may have nicked the ladder on the way down. Ricochet still recovering on the outside there. And look at this. Oh! Huge drop kick from Aleister Black delivered to Seth Rollins. And if you didn't see it, you probably didn't see it. The cameras didn't caught it, but Aleister Black just threw a chair and just threw it on the Ricochet's head. There's no remorse for either of his opponents here. I mean, he's just laying waste to all of his opponents. And wait a minute, what the hell? Aleister Black with the draping. Oh, but Seth Rollins, look at this! Skywalker delivered! Seth Rollins with the Skywalker delivered to Aleister Black. But now, Seth Rollins has those ladders at his disposal. But Aleister Black rolls Seth Rollins over. And now Aleister Black. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh! Rollins landed ankle first onto that ladder. We all know that Seth Rollins has a history of knee problems. But I already know that was not a good decision. As now Aleister Black. Oh, wait a minute. Aleister Black, he was looking at the way that Seth Rollins was positioned. I think Aleister Black's trying to think of a way to put away Seth. Oh, no. Oh, wait a minute now. Rollins, look at this. He's got the power. He manhandled Aleister Black. Coming in with the single leg drop kick. And now Aleister Black just gets sent up to his feet. And now Seth Rollins throws Aleister Black right onto the ladder. And now Seth Rollins, he has something in mind here. I don't like this. Seth Rollins, moonsault through the ladder. Huge moonsault through the ladder. Aleister Black may be put away here, ladies and gentlemen. Aleister Black may not retain his WWE Championship. And Rollins, King's Landing. Seth Rollins delivers the King's Landing to the WWE Champion. And this may be it. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute now. Ricochet, he's back! And just delivers a huge uppercut to Seth Rollins. Ricochet and Seth Rollins, this is the final stand. Aleister Black has been taken out. And now it's time for the WWE Champion to be decided. Ricochet with another uppercut delivered to Seth. And now Ricochet, look at this. Seth Rollins is in the drop zone, 630, but Seth Rollins moves out of the way. Ricochet and Seth Rollins, both of them, may not have anything left. I'm running out of breath, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know who's gonna walk away as WWE Champion. Rollins with the knee directly to the nose of Ricochet. And now Ricochet, drops Seth Rollins with the drop kick. Ricochet. Oh, wait, no. Oh! Seth Rollins comes in with a super kick directly to the sternum. And look at this now. They're just looking each other in the eyes. Let's look at this now. Seth Rollins going for the curb stomp! Curb stomp delivered to Ricochet. Oh, no. Wait a minute. That ladder isn't in position. Oh, no. Seth Rollins. No. Don't do this! Drops the elbow! But Ricochet moved out of the way. And Ricochet comes in with the uppercut. And now Seth Rollins fighting. Oh, huge right hand. And wait a minute. I think Seth Rollins is going to go back up. He's going to go back up to the top. And so is Ricochet. They're both fighting on the outside. They're fighting on the top of that ladder. And wait a minute. Oh, huge chop. Wait a minute. Look at the ring. Aleister Black. Look at this. Oh, my God. No. Oh, my God. Holy shit. Aleister Black pushes both of his opponents through the table, through the outside, onto the outside, through the table. And now Aleister Black grabs the WWE Championship and retains the WWE title. Ladies and gentlemen, this match was pure insanity. I mean, what can I say? There's so much insanity that took place in this match. And Aleister Black able to knock off both of his opponents and retain the WWE Championship. Look at that, just that beautiful moonsault through the ladder. And look at that, boom! Ricochet went through the table and Rollins just lands right on his back. But there you can see it, Aleister Black has that WWE Championship in hand, and he holds that title proud above his head. And it looks like Aleister Black just jumps down, throws the ladder over. Aleister says it's over. Aleister Black celebrating on the bottom. Aleister Black celebrating that this WWE Championship feud is over. Aleister Black is still the WWE Champion. Thank you all for joining us here tonight.